Listen up, because today I am going to teach you some very useful phrasal verbs. What's up, everyone? My name is Wes. This is Interactive English, which is all about helping you practice and improve your English skills. And today I want to teach you some phrasal verbs because we use phrasal verbs all the time. They are so common in everyday conversation. And today I'm going to teach you some phrasal verbs that are related to listening. These are listening phrasal verbs. And the first one that I have for you is listen up. I said it at the very beginning of this lesson, and all it means is to listen carefully. It's just you're telling somebody or a group of people to listen carefully. So when I think about this phrasal verb being used, I think about maybe a coach talking to a group of players. They might want to get their attention and tell them, hey, everybody, listen up. What I'm about to say is very important. Or maybe a teacher would say it to a group of students. They want the students to pay attention and they tell everybody, listen up.
Listen up. No one mention Richard Roper again.
Listen up. I don't have to tell you what this game means.
Listen up. I'm hearing a lot of whispers and rumors.
All right, listen up. Listen up.
The next listening phrasal verb I have for you is to listen in. Now, when you listen in, you are secretly listening to their conversation. You are secretly listening to what they're saying. We can also make this a 3-word phrasal verb with the preposition on and listen in on someone.
Looks like you're in Gertie. You're about to get briefed on the Yukata assignment. We should listen in.
I can only assume that you're listening in.
You've been listening in on our conversation.
Tell the FBI agents listening in on this call.
Then we have hear about. So to hear about something, or maybe you hear about someone, is just to receive information about this thing or person. Did you hear about what people are saying in the comments? You should go check out those comments. And while you're down there, just write us a comment because we love hearing from you.
How do you know?
You hear about people who are worth hearing about.
How did you hear about that?
Oh, how did you hear about us?
The next phrasal verb is hear from, and you hear from someone. Now, this phrasal verb has 3 different meanings. The first meaning would just be you are receiving a phone call or a message or maybe even an email from another person. Did you hear from your friend? Which would just be like, okay, did they call you? Did they write you? Did you hear from them?
Will I hear from you?
Did you hear from the doctor?
Did you hear from your friend?
You hear from Bobby?
Did you hear from Superman?
The next meaning is just to listen to a person or even a group of people talk about a particular topic. For example, maybe the school faculty is going to hear from the students about some issue that's going on at the university. You would hear from these people.
Now we shall hear from tonight's featured guest.
As we begin our service, we will now hear from her daughter.
And finally, it means that if somebody's angry, then you're just going to tell some other person about it. I think it's often used in the context, somebody's angry and they say, you're going to hear from my lawyer. I'm going to tell my lawyer about this thing that I am angry about. Or maybe somebody didn't apologize to you and you say, you know, if he doesn't apologize, then he's going to hear from me. I'm going to let him know about this thing.
You have 2 weeks, otherwise you'll hear from my lawyer.
But you'll hear from my attorneys in the morning!
You'll be hearing from me, Sherlock.
You will be hearing from me, Mr. Scott.
Okay, well.
I can be very persistent.
Then we have to hear someone out. And when you hear someone out, then you are just listening to this person. You are listening to what they have to say, and you let them finish. You are not going to interrupt this person because you are hearing them out. I think people frequently use it when you're maybe having an intense conversation or a discussion with somebody and you want this person to listen to you and you just tell them, look, hear me out. Listen to what I have to say. Hear me out.
Before you say or do anything, just hear me out.
Just hear me out. It's called Hinkley Cold Storage.
Just hear me out. Now, hear me out. All right, they were playing cards and I read his hand blind.
And I hope all of you hear me out and listen to the lesson until the very end. Because if you don't, then you're going to hear from me. You're going to hear about this. Another great listening phrasal verb is hear of. And you can hear of something and you are just receiving news about this thing or about this event. For example, I was shocked to hear of the sad news. Or you could hear of someone and you're receiving news about this person. For example, I haven't heard of anyone, all right? I don't know anyone who would not hit the like button for this lesson because phrasal verbs are amazing, they're wonderful. I haven't heard of anyone who wouldn't hit that like button, which is a way of me trying to tell you to hit that like button. So why don't you go ahead and do that?
You ever hear of Superman?
You ever hear of KFC?
The king shall hear of this!
Bert Crawford. You ever hear of it?
No, I won't hear of it, Mo. You're a fabulous king.
Then we have pick up. Now, the phrasal verb pick up has many different meanings. I just want to talk to you about the meaning that's related to listening. So to pick something up is just to hear a sound. You could also pick up a scent as well. But when it comes to listening, you would pick up a sound. And what I think about is somebody who's trying to listen carefully. Maybe they have their headphones on and they're trying to listen in on a conversation, and they say, "Oh, are you picking anything up? Have you picked up the sound? Can you hear anything?" Or maybe you're trying to listen to things happening in outer space, and you're trying to pick up some sounds. You're trying to pick something up.
Try the scanner. See if you can pick up it.
Don't worry, Cap, I can handle it!
It's all yours. If the scanners pick up anything, report it immediately.
I tried to get a fix on Alpha Centauri. According to Will's calculations. Pick this up instead.
How about we talk about that other thing? Transmission Abdul picked up on his little radio.
The next listening phrasal verb is tune in. And to tune in means to listen to and watch a TV show or maybe a news broadcast or even a video lesson. I really appreciate it that all of you tune in to our video lessons and hear me out. I am really grateful for that. Thank you.
Tune in next week for the exciting conclusion.
Neil here. If you've tuned in for WNYX's regularly scheduled...
Can you tune into the cockpit frequency? Yeah, why?
The next phrasal verb, and this is probably my favorite one on this list, is to tune out. And when you tune out, you stop paying attention. You stop listening, and you can tune someone out, or you could tune something out. And you're just not listening to this thing or this person anymore. And I really hope that you are not tuning me out right now because you've heard about something else exciting going on. Don't worry about that. Just stay with me. I want you to hear me out all the way until the end.
Children, okay, tune out. Okay, because some secrets are coming out, all right? Some adult ones.
Look, when Amy complains about her coworkers, I just tune her out.
It's just one more shift. Just tune her out and she'll eventually leave you alone.
And then we have, well, this is not a phrasal verb. It's just an expression, but I liked it, so I thought I would throw it in there, and it is to hang on to someone's word. Often I think the entire expression would be to hang on to someone's every word, and that just means you are listening very carefully to what someone is saying because somebody is saying something that is so exciting, it is so captivating that you just want to listen to every single word that this person is saying, and you are hanging on to every word.
But he hangs on your every word. Oh, I'm telling you, take that responsibility seriously.
I guess it's because we all want to believe that what we do is very important. That people hang onto our every word.
I'm now the leader of thousands of people. They all hang on my every word.
So listen up. Now that you've tuned in to this lesson and you've heard me out, now I want to hear from you and I want you to write to me in the comments. And if you understood this lesson and you feel like you can go out and use these phrasal verbs, then let me know in the comments and I just want you to write, I am hanging on to your every word. That way I know, okay, this person was listening carefully, they were not tuning me out, and they have learned something new. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed learning these listening phrasal verbs, and I will see you next time.